Seasons in the making. The Toronto Raptors are headed to their first NBA.
First thing I want to say about this whole Raptors thing was all these people, girls, guys, whatever, who I know for a fact didn't give a shit about basketball before this thing happened for Toronto. Everybody started going crazy. Raps in six, whatever. All these girls were just doing it because Drake was doing it. That's my opinion. Dudes who never watch basketball were like, yeah, but it's a Canadian team and blah, blah. I'm like, I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not part of it. I don't fuck with it. I don't care about basketball. And I stood by that regardless of the hype.
Enjoy the moment. It's real.
We came all this way to compete and we want to win in Toronto. And we will win in Toronto.
Carter at the buzzer. No good. And the Sixers hold on and advance to the conference finals.
This is when I became a sports fan. If anything, you know, I was growing up and I loved the logo, and that's what started my love for basketball and ventured into other sports. But
Did they win? I don't remember. Did they win the thing? I'm about to find out.
Cleveland, that is for you.
Last 3 years been rough for us. Maybe they just got our number.
The deal is final.
It's the whole reason why Toronto
Kawhi
won.
Leonard to the Raptors.
For the
DeMar
Kawhi.
DeRozan.
I remember waking up and this is the first thing I saw.
This group that I have,
And
striving at
man, I was battered by it. A lot of cats thought this was just a rental, and sure, fair enough, it was a rental. We've never ever had a superstar of that caliber come. He had this really cool way of shooting the ball where it's just a piss missile, and it almost like beeline right to the net. Anytime he was like 15 or 16 out.
Antetokounmpo just had a spectacular evening.
The Bucks taking a 2-0 lead in the best of 7.
2 games are enough for me to say this is a wrap.
It definitely is a wrap. This series is over. They can't beat these boys.
We want to
I still get chills from these highlights, man. Like,
The Raptors are going to win tonight. The first double overtime game in the conference finals since back in 2007.
Kawhi taking over.
that was a good series, actually.
Grab game 3.
Leonard puts it down and comes up limping. Drake enjoying himself, yes. Oh, I'm loving it.
Let's see if those guys can bring that same pop and focus, determination on the road.
One win away from advancing to their first ever NBA Finals.
I want my chips with the dip. Is that why he said that? I want my chips with the dip.
Man, I was part of this, dude. I went to 2 games. I went to that game where it'll come up, I'm sure.
Kawhi shows no emotion.
Man, I'll never forget that dunk. You know what this did for the country? Like, wow.
You gonna show me the clip of him going, or whatever that laugh he be doing? No, that's it.
Before this championship season, did you follow the NBA or the Raptors?
I played like basketball in high school and stuff growing up, but I didn't watch it a whole lot. And obviously I was a bit of a Raptors fan too, being Canadian and stuff, but I'm like a Westbrook fan, so that's like kind of my guy. I go like where he goes. So right now it's a Houston thing, but I still support the Raps for sure. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I've followed the Raptors since their inaugural year in '95, and when he came there, there's never ever been a moment where a superstar has even wanted to come to Toronto. You know, they have the luxury of living in a warm climate most of the time, and I always thought, and I said to a lot of people, there's no such thing as jumping wagons, because if something as simple as that can unite and bring people together, that's what happened with the Toronto Raptors. You know, it brought a whole country together. People that weren't even basketball fans. Sure, you can say they jumped wagons, but they're cheering for your team and they're cheering for your country.
Do you think the Raptors making a playoff run helped boost the popularity of the sport in Canada?
Oh, definitely.
oh yeah, significantly.
Yeah, I did. After the Raptors won, I seen like all the kids on my street, and there's like a basketball net like across the street from me. All these kids are playing basketball.
I mean, I think Drake helped boost the popularity of the sport in Canada the same way Drake helped popularize just Toronto or being from Toronto. You know how many people I met before Drake was like the biggest rapper in the world who weren't from Toronto? A lot.
Next, we are going to show you The Shot.
Nips are getting hurt from the goosebumps. Holy fuck.
Like, the Sixers did everything right on that play, too. Like, I mean, I guess you can put two guys on him, but Embiid is right in his face. Like,
I was at a bar and I seen this, and the place went absolutely nuts.
that, man, that 2-second moment where the ball was like hovering probably felt like 1,000 years to him. Was this an important game, too?
Let's get it off. 0.3, I think it was. 0.25.
It's the first time I've seen like Canadians come together for a sport that's not hockey.
Do you think having a celebrity like Drake is a good idea for a team's global ambassador?
Of course. It's... every team's picking up on it. Houston with Travis Scott, the boys from Migos, they're all over Atlanta. You know, every rap superstar is going to rep their team. And, I mean, you're influencing new people that might not be into sports to get into it through pop culture. I think it's great.
Hell yeah, I personally feel like Drake did a lot for making people all over Canada, especially all the way over here on the west of Canada, care about basketball and care about Toronto Raptors, and people were tuning in just to see Drake flip out on the sidelines.
Not really, but I guess like he kind of gave him a little bit of exposure just with like the OVO nights and the OVO jerseys, but I don't feel like having a big celebrity ambassador really does anything for the team.
You have to have the right kind of guy. Drake is such a meme, but he's also very aware, self-aware. So he's doing all these things. You see his face is so expressive, right? You could take a still of Drake at any moment in the game and it could get turned into a hilarious meme. But he knows that he's doing this. I don't think that it's disingenuous or unnatural that he's putting it on, but he does know what he's doing. So you have to have that, and it also has to be somebody likable because the media basically buys into it as well. He's coming out of the tunnel and they're interviewing him as if he was actually on the court playing the game that had something to do with it. So it's kind of this two-way buy-in.
And if you could pair any celebrity with any team, any sport, which duo would you pick?
Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Oilers. I think that'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna say Chris D'Elia, the Indianapolis Colts. I know that's a random ass pairing, but yeah.
I would take The Rock, and I would pair him with the XFL.
Las Vegas Golden Knights and Will Ferrell.
Any celebrity with any team, maybe like Guy Fieri with the Miami Heat. That'd be tight. Hello? Jim Carrey would be good. Kevin Hart would be good. Just those like loud, outspoken guys. And what teams? I mean, the Oilers need their celebrity endorsement. The Edmonton Rush had Chuck Liddell. I don't know if you remember that. The lacrosse team, they had Chuck Liddell, and he came to a lot of games actually. I remember that, so that was funny. The Oilers need something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a Canadian celebrity would be good too. The Cineplex guy, Tanner Zipchen, he just got fired. Maybe we need to bring him